Hey guys, it's Taryn. Welcome back to Geometry Dash. This is going to be like a 80% I'm never going to play the game again edition. So, first of all, I got a new controller, so it should come undone less, And, we're on practice mode here. I've got, what, 5% on this level ever, and it's probably not going to do too much better. Alright, so what do we do here? It's, like so... Okay, that was a bad checkpoint. Alright, so you skip the one... Not that one. You skip the yellow orb there. Hey Anosa, hey Auroras. Alright, do we skip that one, that yellow one too, and go for that? Okay, so then it'll be all yellows here. Oh man, this is this is terrible. I'm so bad. Not the yellow one. Alright, and then the blue one, so not the yellow one. And then you gotta fall down a few more. Got it. Man, this is, Did I get it? Yeah, and then we can just... That'll be that one? No. Yikes. Alright, well, let's back it up. Not that one. Jeez, I'm the worst. Hey, that one trombone. Hey, RZBot. Yeah. Well, I haven't played Geometry Dash in a super long time. More than a month, I think. What? Okay, that's even worse. So actually, it seems sort of fine. So the yellow, and then you gotta hit the blue as well to reverse polarity there, probably. That was too much. So bad. Okay, I need to just get the checkpoint moved forward a little bit. Like here? Yeah. Okay. Alright, 2 bounces there, but not the third one. And then you gotta get down there and then jump pretty soon after. Man, that's it's tricky. A little tricky. It's so much like memory junk. Well, I mean, I guess not that much. For my standards it is. I'm not very good. But I don't have to explain that to you. Alright, so what are we doing here? Alright, that's a bad checkpoint. Should have done it earlier. Nope, that's a brutal one. Oh, those are fatal too. Got it. Can't go over it. Got it. Gotta go down like so. Oh, and then we got some invisible nonsense. Got it. Good. Okay, so down there. And then up over this. And then, okay, through there. And that's a ship portal, maybe? Yeah, I'm terrible, so I can only imagine the misery of watching the practice. Because you just have to know that I'm never going to get any better, you know. Only very gradually. What's going on here? Okay, that's not a ship one, an upside down one. Oh no, scariness. This is rough. Okay, this is terrible. Unfortunately, I beat all the levels that I knew were easy, and now, now I gotta do other ones. I could try, like, the 2 insane levels I haven't done yet. No, that's against the title of the video. Why not just fail on this for a while? I've beat some other easy demons. I don't know. I'm sure Clubstep's still an easy demon. I think it is anyway. I shouldn't say I'm sure. I don't know. But I beat 4 demons. I was looking for the next one to work on, and well, actually, I quit after the first 5% of Clubstep a few times. Yeah, I beat the ones everybody's beat. I beat Lightning Road and Nightmare. I forget which was first. I think Nightmare was first, and then I beat Shiver, which took like 2,500 attempts or something, and then Platinum Adventures is my my 4th demon. So a very typical list. I just got suggestions from people and did the ones that they said were easy. Which Shiver and Platinum Adventure were both considerably harder than the Lightning Road and Nightmare, and this is certainly not that comparable to those in my head. All right, there we go. Oh, we almost got to a new area. I loved Shiver. It was frustrating, but I really liked Shiver. I liked the color palette a lot, and it was just, even when I was getting so frustrated or dying like 500 times at the very beginning, it was still like I almost always felt like it was my problem whenever I was dying, and then I agonizingly died like really late in it, but then I pulled it together. It was I would say that was my favorite of the main levels. It was I don't even remember the name of it now. X Step, yeah, X Step. I think that would probably be my favorite one. I like ball sections a lot. I tend to, even if I don't do well on them, I theorize them kind of well, if that makes any sense. I need to fall there to that one, I think. Yeah, like I said, I need to fall to that one, which is not what I was doing, but hey, what are you gonna do? All right. Okay, good. But the good news is we've got a good checkpoint there, and now it's just okay. So the spikes at the top there are not really spikes. Your favorite main levels are those. I literally started playing demons because I tried to do those insane levels, and I got so frustrated. I was like, I'm just gonna play demons instead. I haven't beat them. All right, so there. Okay, on the way to that one portal, we've got just a totally... I need to chuck in there. We've got a safe underside there until a little bit, and that one, same there. So we can go like... Okay, not like that. That was a purple windmill, but not a safe place to be. Okay, too early. Too early. Alright, we'll just place one there, because, we don't need to do the loop-de-loop that many times. It's principally to distract you, I think. Okay, we need to be much more aggressive with that one. Okay, and much less aggressive there. All of the hollow triangles are very intimidating to me. Okay, we need to... So you get through here, fall, and then you got to immediately tap, and then there's a small one on the bottom when you're here you got to avoid, but you need to immediately hit to avoid the spike in the center. And you got to be holding it probably right when you go through the portal to do that. Death Moon, yeah, I could look into it. An XL level, a month and 200 attempts? Well, I do 200 attempts before breakfast. Aurora's, you said you beat your 3rd Extreme Demon Deception Dive, and you're working on your 4th one. That's awesome. That's super cool. like, we're about to have 200 attempts here without any progress at all. But of course, I'm so bad. Hey, at least I finally do practice mode. For a long time, I didn't at all. I found it very frustrating. I couldn't figure it out, but then people helped me understand it. But I did like 1,000 attempts to jump. I used to know the exact number. It's like 1,064 something. Okay, I gotta start acting right. We fall down here. Not like that. Man, this is... Okay, please wake up. Yikes. All of the stuff that's dangerous looks identical to the things that aren't to me. Like, I see the very slight differences, but like when I just, when I look at it, I don't see it. I only see it after I'm dead. Okay. And then you gotta go over that one, which is... Man. Hey, it's hard. I'm so bad. Yeah, like, What? Oh, there's one underneath there too. Of course, there's a little windmill thing right there, because of course there is. All right, so I can't take the angle that I thought I could anyway. Just gotta do like no. Ah, man! If it. That's that one on the underneath, because otherwise I could just like loop right in and drop onto it. I could. I know how, but I can't because it's not how it works. So frustrating. And then you gotta like jerk above it, which I guess I gotta stop thinking about looping onto it and just try to straight fly once I get right out of this thing, right? Except that doesn't work either, because as soon as I start thinking that, I don't do it right. But yeah, just a little upside down straight fly right there. What? What? What's going on? Okay, now they're pink ones with the white outline, and the black ones are all safe. Got it. And then they're going to swap to the other color of the background. Okay, so now I see what's going on. How do I get around it? Oh, okay, so we got to do a slalom up, down, or rather down, up, up, and then another one. Okay, terrible. This is going to go so bad. Oh no, I should have made a checkpoint and then I would be past it. Alright, let's see if we can fluke that again, because what you saw with me getting through there was not actually understanding what I was supposed to do. That was all an accident. I almost accidentally did again. I didn't see that one coming. This song's awesome though. I like it. Alright, here we go. Alright, so the little one jumps less or something? Okay, and then we gotta fall through that one. Got it. And then hit the second one there. If they have told me about click patterns, I just, like, heard them in a way that's not useful and that I ignored. People have tried to tell me 1,000 times to buffer, probably more than that actually, and I don't do it. I'm bad. I mean, like, I've buffered on like a few occasions, but not generally. And no, so you knew I was bad at this. You've watched me before. People are like, "Oh, it took me 200 attempts." I'm like, I have died 300 times already, and I am not even a third of the way done. Everyone was here once. I'm here forever, man. uh, it's like the only reason... Ah! The only reason I ever beat anything is because I get lucky. Like, you should have been there for 2,000 attempts of Shiver, where people were just, like, telling me things like, you should learn to play, and I'd be like, I know, right? You know, they were more helpful than that, but my response never was. Whoops. Okay, I don't know what's gonna be going on here, but ball's fun. I don't... Alright, so we... I don't understand. I'll have to die there a bunch. I don't get what's killing me there. Oh, a whole bunch of pinwheels. Got it. You got 58% on Clubstep. I have failed 333 times to get that far on practice mode. So congratulations. What? Okay, so I don't understand what to do here at all. Yeah, I don't remember what my first demon was like. I probably like put both of my hands in the air or something and said something like, "Yeah, good job, me." I mean, like, there's a video of it, so I could go back and look, but I don't recall off the top of my head. I usually don't remember how I felt about a thing unless I like got mad or like embarrassed myself in some way. But if it's like a good feeling, I usually like don't remember it at all. Okay, we gotta first yellow, skip the second one, and then both blues. And then, whoa, okay, don't know what's going on there. What? Okay, you gotta fall through the ceiling. Nope, I failed it again. Gotta fall through the ceiling, and then there's a blue orb. What I mean is there fall through the ceiling, you know. And then I don't know what to do right after. Up to the roof there, and then like a diagonal drop, maybe. Oh, the triangles there don't have borders, so they're not fatal. They're just cosmetic. That was really throwing me. Ivor, you said you beat Theory of Everything 2 in your first playing, but you couldn't beat Clubstep at all? Theory of Everything 2, that's another mainline map, right? Or right, main developer map. Yep. Ah, that's wrong. Okay, I gotta quit doing that. Okay, I'm just gonna keep doing it. Okay, that's a bad place for a checkpoint. It's not that I'm forgetting to place checkpoints, it's that I can't think to do it while I'm playing. So I can only do it if it's like a spot that feels very safe. You know, when I said when I learned how to use practice mode, I meant barely. I'm so bad. I'm not just bad at the game, I'm bad at, like, the mechanics of practicing the game, which is not like a special way to be bad. I'm sure a lot of people are, but it feels special to me. No, what? I did it again. I thought that was a good spot, but instead I was dying. And then I was, see right there, when I died, not there or there, but the time before that, in the little hallway past this one, I was trying to place another one then, and then I'm the worst. I... Ah, man. I don't even know what I'm doing wrong here. It's gotta be something. You can tell that I'm doing something wrong because I'm dying. That's the only way I know. If they let me keep playing after I did the wrong thing and didn't kill me, I wouldn't notice. I'd be still doing the wrong thing like 5 years from now, being like, oh man, this is a long level. Can't believe I'm doing so good. No, that's not how to do it. That's not how to do it at all. That also is not. Okay, I don't... Hey Q, well, you know me, I'm really bad. We're here at 41% on the checkpoint. We've gotten to 49, and it's attempt number 440. But I think that's just this session, you know, so no. That wouldn't count the few times that we did the very beginning either. You know, back before I quit the game the first or third or eighth time. Okay, I don't... But, yeah, I've been playing the Oblivion Remaster, and it's wonderful. Doesn't give me any of the feelings of, like, total misunderstanding and, like, wondering if my brain works like trying to play this does. Which, you know, it's, I won't say it's a humbling experience. I don't think humility is really a thing that I'm going to ever have to worry about. But it certainly puts your self-concept into sharp relief if you like think I'm a person who can do things and you just keep on dying over and over and you don't even know why. I mean, that's sort of what existence is, right? Like, it's not anything special to die and not know why. That's what it means to be alive, even if you're a cube. Poor Sir Greenblockington. The incredibly long suffering. He had to be given a master like me. Poor little guy. At least now you can't... Okay, I don't get it. I don't... Do I need to go over here? No. Under here? No, that's wrong. Ah, very clever. Of course. The other way I wasn't trying. So here we fall down and then you UFO through this segment. Ah, there we go. Yikes. Nope. We're gonna be here forever. Every beats you say my checkpoint placing isn't so bad because I actually have to practice the parts. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not just trying to get through to the end of the level is my concept of it too, for sure. Like, because if I get through an area and I'm left not even knowing literally how to do it, you know, like, if I just put a checkpoint over every single orb in the thing and then, you know, like, I wouldn't really know which ones I was supposed to hit. Not like I know now, but... Okay, so... 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, it's just... So this is not raw inputs, it's much more timing dependent, and this has got to be... I sure hope this is the hardest part of the level, because this seems like it would be quite a run killer. Because you don't have too much time. A checkpoint slightly further back would be good for regularity. We're gonna back it up. Yeah, this is a better spot for it, because otherwise, you know, if you're already through the portal, you're not gonna have the feelings of what the speed looks like, and it's harder to get, you know, a regular thing. Of course, it might actually be dependent on when you hit the portal. If you hit it early or late, I'm not sure. Sometimes that can happen. I've only found a few things like that where it makes a difference, but... Alright, so... I am gonna be here forever. Alright. Not like that. Okay, the first 2 blues, not the third one. No, the first 3 blues and not the 4th one. Yikes. Oh, come on now. Come on now again. Again, like, having the checkpoint right after a swap portal is bad. If it's like a cube, it's whatever. But if it's a ship or anything where you want to be regular with velocity, it's not great. But that segment isn't... This isn't like a hard segment, right? It's just don't mess up. It's no big deal. Just don't make any mistakes. Alright, not sure what's going on there. It's probably simple enough. We just need to remember what it is. So, yeah, I'll just pay attention. I'll ignore all the bright, flashy lights and pay attention. It'll be easy. Okay, yeah, so miss the first 2, hit the orb, and then the second yellow orb, which will loop back into, it looks like. Yeah, so hit the blue, and then it'll loop up into the yellow on top. Nope, not like that. Nope. Like I said, you know, I'll just say the thing to do and then repeatedly not do it. And then there's 2 yellows to hit. Probably one of them won't work. We'll see if we ever get there again. Ah, polarity reversal. I was like, that shouldn't have killed me. There was a portal at the top. This controller is a lot better than the controller I had been playing on. It doesn't come unplugged randomly, and it's, you know, not old, so it's much more responsive. It's not like one of the fancy-smancy controllers, but it's like a... And also, it's an Xbox controller, which a ton of the games that I play use, you know, Microsoft glyphs by default on the screen, which is frustrating when, you know, I'm like, what's that mean in PlayStation? It's like, I'm old, right? So, we didn't have a PlayStation, we had an N64, and then I got, like, an Xbox, so... Although I had PlayStations, I don't, like, natively think in terms of, you know, the square button means X or whatever. But it's just, The buttons are a lot like clickier, and they don't feel as worn down. They got more bounce to them. And although that's not making me play better, as you can tell, a tip 617. Okay, so here, that's a good checkpoint, because... Alright, this is simple. You just gotta not overshoot it, right? You gotta... Oh, boy. Did that speed me up, too? No, I think I'm just... We're already small and fast. Okay, that's what's going on. I'm like, that's... Felt more responsive than I had expected. Yikes. Gotta... No? Oh, we hit the portal way too high. There we go. Oh, okay, and then there's a... Gotta go down the front, and then at the end of the tunnel on the bottom is where the spikes are. So there, we gotta go underneath. Nope. That's a UFO portal, so we can drop a little bit, and then we gotta probably double hit up to go. Oh, we gotta hit up several times. But not immediately out of the portal, because that's the one thing you can't do. Alright, so were there any invisible things there that I wasn't hitting, or is that just an easy portion? Man. Alright, good checkpoint. Just coast. So yeah, you hit that, and then you can fall a couple times, but you don't want to fall too hard, just... Okay, so I did just get lucky the first time. You just gotta look for where the little invisible guys are, and there... Okay, so it looks like that's gonna be a segment where there's like an entirely safe side and entirely unsafe side for the ship, right? So we're just gonna have to hit the roof and then the floor of the next one. Not like that. And of course you gotta not hold on too hard and not bounce off. So if you're not holding the input when you hit the roof, you can't skate on it. You could try to straight fly over, but man, this is a bad checkpoint. We're gonna back it up. This is a much better checkpoint. Because even though I'm crashing here, that's because I'm bad. Like, that's a reliable place. We're gonna... What? Okay, maybe we go over that in the pillar. That looked like it was Jaws both ways. Yes, that's what's going on. Okay, we go over it. The bricks are hollow. And then it's top bottom there. I tried to... Yeah, not yet. It isn't. All right. Blah. I did it again. And then I did the other thing again. And then I did a third thing that I'd previously done. I love this song. It's what I play on the YouTube library whenever I'm doing terrible. This part seems harder originally, but I feel like once you get it, because ship to me is more like precise than the UFO is. I guess it's all the same amount of precision, but to me, like, you know, if you just, because this is like up down, you know, you just got to hit the areas at the right times, whereas the UFO seems much more timing dependent. Like, this is more just like doing the right inputs generally and knowing where you're aiming for. In the UFO, like, you know, all you can do is hit a thing. I feel like there's what I mean to say is I feel like there's more room to correct if you're doing the wrong thing with the ship. Although I mean that every form is, you know, different in its way. Blah. Okay, that's not how to do it. Yeah, because I was thinking of hugging the things, but really it's just a matter of functional straight flying, right? You know, you just gotta... And that's the thing. Like, I had been too, like, oh, let's jam the input on the ceiling and alternate them. Like, no, the way to do it is just this. You know, you just... You know, you remember your training. Not the part at the bottom, the end where I died, you know, but that part there. And again, you know, conceptually, not that. So, you know, this is... Because, you know, anybody can straight fly. Not me, but anybody. Come on now. No, the roof is not fire. Yeah. Well, you got to remember, I did the first part of Shiver, right? And I did 2,000 some odd attempts on Shiver. So I did that first part of Shiver like 1,500 times. And this is not harder than that. It's just the colors and like the way that it alternates is like harder for me to remember. But like once I get into it, you know, it just, you know, this is all just like the hard part of Shiver at the beginning. This section just reminds me of. But not like I'm doing well, but you know, like I'll get it. I'm not worried about getting this part with some practice. This part seems, you know, like it shouldn't be too much of a stymieing force. Although, you know, you never really know what's going to get you in a level. I swore I wasn't going to die at that spider part that's really easy at the end of Shiver, and look at me now. Nope, not going up. Terrible. Blah. Literally unplayable. Why? It's like my brain is still processing where I died, and it's like, yeah, let's go up. Let's go immediately up the pillar, and it doesn't help that I'm talking about it. Nope. Too much. Nope. Come on now. Ah, blah. I mean, yeah, it's fine, but when I keep on trying to go through this brick pillar at the beginning, and not like, oh, I forgot where I was at, like, I'm just, like, trying to go through it, I guess I can sort of blame it on the checkpoint, but not really. That's as much time as you would really have. That's just doing the wrong thing. Which I guess doing the wrong thing does exist on the same axis as, like, not doing well, but it's sort of independent of it. Because at any moment you could just stop doing it and then instead crash, you know, underneath it instead of on top of it. Like a gentleman. No, the jaws. Alright, so. Low, up, here, here. Nope, too much. Yeah, you can't. You don't want to bonk your head, but it's like I try to straight fly to her. No, yeah, there's not a lot of time to remember. Oh, I'm supposed to be trying to do this other thing. You know, you gotta have your. Nope, not like that. Not that plan. It's not a plan. That is the opposite of a plan. Because there you could just sort of, you know, wave it a little. Ah, come on now. That's like it's a quick shift. It's always really hard for me whenever they switch the gravity of ship in the middle of it. It's like, make it as hard as you want, but keep it right side up, and then I'll just give up earlier rather than thinking that I'll eventually learn how to do it the upside down way. Especially when they go like right back and forth, because it's, I don't know, because I'm bad. Not like that. Nope. Terrible. No, no, no. There we go. I mean, not the end, but you know, before that, you know, but let's just say there we go, and then crash at the entrance several times. That'll be good. That'll be wonderful. You say the next part's the hard part. You remember? I'm like, this part's not hard. I'm just bad. I say as I die 100 times. What I mean is that I don't feel like it's hard. Like, I feel like the beginning of this level is much harder, where you have to, like, hit all the orbs. Any orb timing stuff I'm going to perceive as harder than anything that doesn't involve them. No matter what the other stuff is, as long as it's not, like, hitting an orb at the right time. Especially if it's one where if you hit the orb, like, but not when you're supposed to, you die too. Oh, those are the worst. No, I need to pull up before then. Ah. That was a bad checkpoint, maybe. Yikes. Man. Alright, that's a better checkpoint. Now I can die here the honest way, repeatedly. You said you thought I was done with the game because it's been a while. Yeah, well, you know, I kinda, you know, I still feel like I'm done with it. But it had been requested and such, so I figured I'd at least pick it back up again and see if I was as frustrated with it as I was whenever I put it down. Which I'm not. It's but man, am I ever just so bad. I'm never gonna beat this level. It's taken me 1,000 attempts to just like get through it on practice. I'm never gonna beat it. To get through it on practice, I say I'm not even through it. It could take another 1,000 for all I know. I'm so bad. Because, like, even this part, which I've died on like 100 times now, I don't consider this hard, I'm just bad, right? I consider a part hard if you can't even tell what you're supposed to do when you look at it. Here, like, it's very clear what I'm supposed to do, I'm bad at the game, and that's different. A hard part, you can't even look at it and figure out what you're meant to do. So, anyway, all that's to say that I'm dying on a part that I consider easy right now. Dying 1,000 times here. No, that's just on the whole thing. We got out! No, we didn't. Do we fall here? Alright, so hit 1 and 2 and then fall, and then upside down pillars to jump on, maybe? Why is this making you tired? Because you feel like you're watching a person that's not very good at a thing fail at it over and over, and you find it exhausting. You're wondering, is this really what I asked somebody to do? You wanted to see it, Anosa. You wanted to see me play Geometry Dash. I don't... Oh, it made me small as well. The portal makes you small as well, and I don't... Maybe I... What? I was trying to jump on it. I'm just bad. Okay, and I don't know what's going on there. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I swear that thing up top shouldn't even be killing me so much, but it is, and I don't know. So there's a spike on the one at the bottom? I don't know what to do. Oh, there's an invisible block that appears there that you fall onto from the third one. Great! But not on the first one, on the third one. Quite a bit of memory. You know, I'm never going to beat the level, so I'm doing terrible on my quit the game any percent run right now. I should have quit the game an hour ago. I don't even think I've been playing an hour. It feels like I've been playing for 5 hours. I haven't failed this much since I looked at my own life in the mirror. Yes, this level is in fact Clubstep, and that is why I'm doing so bad. Because you're supposed to, I don't know, like, know what you're doing, maybe? I don't know. You know, they very kindly lock this level where they don't even let you play it without you collecting a bunch of stuff. That should let you know that you're not even supposed to play it even when you can. What? I don't even know how I'm dying on the side of that thing. Like... Oh man, I'm so bad. I don't even know how we're dying sometimes. I know there, but like... What? Jeez. That doesn't do it either. I know, so what you're describing is the arc of a person who's cheating at the game, not someone who's playing it. Although, at this rate, I might as well beat Tidal Wave. I have exactly as much of a chance of beating this level as I have of beating Tidal Wave, which is 0. Although I might be able to beat this level on practice, and I don't believe for a second I could beat Tidal Wave on practice. I still have the exact same chance of actually, like, in my human lifetime beating either level, because it won't happen. I mean, I could see it as being a sort of performance art. Like, you go out into a field and you're like, I'm going to try to lift up this adult bison you know, every day until I pick it up. And by trying to pick up the biggest bison that I can find in a field, eventually I'll be able to, you know, like a Paul Bunyan picked up the ox every day, so he could always pick up the ox type of thing. But beyond the spectacle of trying something that you're not capable of doing, literally not capable, I mean, maybe that guy is. Hey, we got something that's called That Hurts, so I think I got an achievement for being bad. $1.5k attempts, that's nothing. I've spent 12 I've spent 1,260 attempts just dying on this level today. You got rookie numbers there, man. You could have died 1,000 more times. I'm the worst. I'm so bad. It doesn't hurt me to be this bad at the game, because, like, without getting too vain about it, I'm actually good at a lot of things. Like, I'm relatively tall. That's awesome. Not everybody can do that. I don't like to brag about it because I didn't really work at it or anything, but it's good, you know? It's good to be good at being tall. Not too tall. I don't bonk my head on the roof or anything. And, you know, some people are terrific whistlers, and I'm not. I will say that I wonder what it's like to be good at Geometry Dash. I'm sure I'll never know. Because, like, you could stand on a chair and be like, this is what it's like to be tall. And you could, like, I don't know, carry a book and be like, this is what it's like to know how to read. But I guess the equivalent of that is holding the button down on the tidal wave auto-scroller. Which is as close as I'll get to it. There should be an auto-hold button thing for Clubstep. That's, you know, like, other people try to cheat all these hard levels sometimes, and I'm just, like, out here cheating the insane levels because I can't beat Hexagon Force. And I'm like, guys, you'll never guess what I beat! Because it's like, you know, what's the point, right? When am I ever going to be able to convert a whole run of this level? It's not going to happen. I can't even do a 20% chunk, any 20% chunk of it. And sure, if I tried, there's probably a couple 20% chunks I can do, but I just don't think I'll ever be able to convert this in. Even if I can do this part to the end, I just can't imagine being able to get a full run going. There's too many things, too much difficulty. It's like, I had a couple times, you know, with Geometry Dash so far, where you're like, man, I went from thinking this is incomprehensibly hard to thinking, oh, no, I can do it. But, like, this is still far beyond my abilities. Like, really, really far beyond my abilities. This level requires much more out of me than anything else I've ever played. And I'm not equal to it. Whatever. I wanted to beat this practice mode, but I don't think I can. This part's too hard. I should have quit there on attempt 1337. That would have been a classic little classic meme. You know, if I can be an old man for a second, did you guys know we didn't always call them memes? We just called them jokes back in my day. Now, the word meme existed because of Richard Dawkins' book, The Selfish Gene, where he posited that things like genes could exist for social interactions that would be, like, competitive with each other. And that's where we get the idea of memes. He, like, sort of was like, I wonder if this would be a thing. And then eventually, due to his cultural standing and nerds on the internet, we now call jokes memes when they're just jokes. People will be like, I saw a meme the other day, and then they describe a literal joke. Just like some words in a row that are a joke. Here's an example of a joke. Me playing this game. What? Come on now. No, seriously, don't give up. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Do you lie to everybody like that, or just people you like? Ah, I crashed. Alright, so I'm not sure I conceptually understand what I'm supposed to do here. Okay, so drop out. And then what? And then what? Draw up really, really quick after? Ah, come on. I'm so bad, I don't... At least with the checkpoint slightly further back, I had like 1 or 2 seconds before I died, as opposed to 1 second. Looks like you gotta hit the blue portal and then fall, like, flat? No, this is just regular Clubstep. I'm bad. I'm bad. Thanks, Q. Your good luck wishes should not be rejected because they are meaningless, so I appreciate them. But I don't think all the luck in the world could help me out here. No, to my understanding, Silent Clubstep is like one of the proper, really, really, really hard levels, right? Like one of the ones that's in like the top 20 or 50 or whatever, maybe even higher than that historically. I think somebody's talked about it before. Yeah, no, I'm bad. I as you see, I am still struggling to get through here. I think we've been at this section for like 300 deaths now. Not this exact one, but very slightly before it. I should have quit the game 45 minutes ago. Man, why can't I do anything right? Oh, jeez. They don't give you enough time to do anything. You can't think. All you can do is die. They give you exactly enough time to die. My username? I don't have one. I know that because someone's asked before, and I don't have one. I never signed up for an account. So I bought mine through Steam, so it just, you know, let me play. Hey, Stella. Nice to see you, dude. That song you did the other day, that Uriah's Wrath, super great. I think I left comments to that regard, but yeah, awesome track. I really am enjoying it. I ripped it to MP4, and it's on my playlist that I like, you know, close the restaurant to and stuff now. Like a couple of the other ones. I really like the song. Good stuff. Wanted to say it out loud to you. But anyway, I'm failing at this. That's what's going on for me today. Hope you've been well. All right. So why am I so bad? These are questions. I'm not. All right. As to say, like, I'm not improving at this at all. You're gonna be here all year, Anosa. All right, so you can't fall all the way down there. And you can't wait that long either. And that, I guess I entered the portal at too sharp of an angle there because I wasn't even doing an input and I crashed into the hall. So you got to hit the portal early. No, what? I wasn't. You got to hit the portal earlier than that. So not like at the top side of it. You got to hit like close to the bottom. I hate everything. How long have I been on this practice run? An hour and 5 minutes or so. So the stream's, yeah, been up for the whole stream. So yeah, an hour and 10 minutes or so. And it's the first time I've done practice on Clubstep. I did normal mode up to like 5% or something. Yeah, 5%. But are you like surprised that I can die so much in a short period of time? I'm bad. I'm really bad. Like, bask in how incompetent I am. You should be impressed. I mean, some of them are just checkpoint deaths, right? Where, like, I die right after getting out of a checkpoint, but if you, those deaths would happen anyway, you know, they would just be slightly slower. No, okay, so you gotta hit the portal much earlier, but, it's so hard. And that was too much. And that... no! And then we dropped like a rock and died that way. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Compliment myself. I know how to read. And if that doesn't sound like much of a compliment, I mean, I don't think most people know how, even if they say they do. I died again. I'm so bad. Ay, ay, ay. You know, I bet we could die. You know, I don't want to sell it short. I also don't want to play all night, though. I don't want to be like, I bet I could die 5,000 times before I lose my freaking mind about it. But, you know, since I have what I would call very low emotional control, you know, there's no telling. If this was like, if my life was an RPG, the stat where you control your emotions is like, that's the one I took all the points out of when I generated the character, except, you know, I didn't really generate this character. I don't have time to get into it, but I wasn't, you know, I didn't, like, design myself. I just sort of, like, ended up here. I'll sound bitter about it if I talk too much about it, but I just want you guys to know that I'm not, like, a self-designed android or whatever, sadly. In spite of my personality, I am not a robot. I do like to think that I have a robot's idea of a personality, though. Like, mercurial, that has, like, strong opinions about virtually everything. Because to, like, to a machine, all people must seem sort of, you know, unable to manage their feelings. But I think I'm doing fine here. After all, I've died 731 times, and I've only complained every single time. I've been here forever. I'm gonna die here. Poor Sir Green Blockington. Because this is, like, pointless. I'm not even learning anything. I know what I'm supposed to do, I just can't execute it. Here, I'll describe it. So, we jump through, we go to the portal, we go up, and then we hit the input on the right side of the incline, right? Like, going down, so, like, low down. You hit the portal low, you drop in, then when you go underneath the little diagonal, you hit the input hard, you go up, and then you go through a little solemn. Now, have you seen me do that one time? No. And you are not going to. But, I just wanted to say that I do know what I'm supposed to do, because as you've seen me die here for a couple hundred times, you might be thinking, does he even have a plan? Oh, I do. I do have a plan. Well, I can't do that. I hate being wrong. I hate being wrong so much. Not like as much as some people do. Because, like, being wrong's fine, because you can correct it immediately, and then you don't have to be wrong anymore. Which is a thing I think a lot of people don't get about being wrong, is, like, you can just stop. Like, you can literally just stop. If you're wrong, you don't have to keep being wrong. But, so if no one ever told you that, it's true. But I don't like saying a thing that I think is wrong, because I like to be right, you know? I should abandon the idea of the wrong thing, like that I'm ever going to beat this. Yikes. No. So incompetent. 1,800 attempts! Yikes. No, no, no. I miss the days before practice mode. I miss dying on Time Machine and Cycles. I was so young then. I mean, I was the same age as I am now, and I'm an old person. I was so young. I had my whole life ahead of me. I had a longer mustache. Oh yeah, that was another thing, like, you know. I lost my mustache, that was hard. That was hard on me, but I've got another one. I mean, it's not like I didn't stream at all, but when you don't have a mustache, you can't ever feel confident, you know? You just gotta go around mustacheless everywhere. This is why catfish feel so comfortable and other kinds of fish don't. No. I'm so bad. Okay, so if you hit it and don't have an input once you hit the portal, then you drop straight flat at the diagonal. You only go horizontal if you hit the input at all once you hit the portal. So you can probably hit the portal at whatever angle as long as you just know. Yeah. Me. You just got 53%. Grats. I didn't. I just got attempt number 1894. Ah. I am so bad at this. 1911, 1914. We got World War I numbers going on in here now. 1917, we got the Expeditionary Force. 1918, the war is over. About to be getting into some real bad world history years, so we're not going to be cheerfully talking about what's going on in 1929 or 1930. We are absolutely not going to talk about 1934, 35, 36, 37, 38 as we're at now. We're not going to talk about any of those. 1940. 1946, the war is over. 1950, probably about to get into another war. 1963. All right, we got like a Vietnam thing going on. Not a great year. It's going to keep on being a bad year for another 10. 1968, Richard Nixon gets elected the first time. Terrible stuff. 1972, Richard Nixon gets reelected in a landslide. 1973, Spiro Agnew resigns. 1974, Richard Nixon resigns. All right. 1980, we die again. 1981, we die again. 1984, fantastic book, one of my favorites. It was a cold day in April and the clocks were striking 13. Great opening line. Love me some 1984. When he goes on about the chocolate ration and the old guy in the bar talks about how he really wants the pints and not like the liters or half liters. That's good stuff. But anyway, attempt 1985. That was a song that annoyed me. 1986, the year I was born. 1988, the year I was not born. 1990, a year that exists. 1994, Ready to Die by the Notorious B.I.G. comes out. 94, Rugged War, Kicking Down Your Door. Good stuff. And so how do I remember this? Well, I really like history, but also like, you know, I just remember things, man. I have read thousands of books, and 1984, as I said, is one of my favorite books, so it's quite easy for me to remember the opening lines. I've read 1984 like many dozens of times. You'll hear people talk about it because it's famous, but you'll often find that they've read it like twice. But like I love it like as a book, not like as a way to preach at people. 2009 attempts. 2012 attempts. If this was a movie that came out, the end of the world would have happened. 2016, blah. 2017, blah. 2018, blah. 2020, that was a year too. That happened. 2021, I was playing classic World of Warcraft. Good times. 2022, blah. I crashed again. 2025, 2025 attempts. Congratulations, me. That's the current year, and we are still not any closer to getting through. That's all right. 2035, the monsters have taken over the world. And when you say monsters, you mean... Oh, yeah, the irradiated swamp frogs. "2047, I discover the secret to immortality. 2049, I throw that secret away. 2054, I recreate it. And I give it to Sir Blockington so that he can eternally suffer inside of Geometry Dash, where I am still playing. In the year 2062, Clubstep, never to defeat it." No Ivory Beats. We need Sir Blockington alive. maybe on attempt 5,000 as a treat, we'll give him mortality again. No, I could never get rid of him. He's the only thing holding this thing together. I mean, without him, I would have given up a long time ago. Imagine if it was me that was bashing against all of these spikes, crashing into walls and mountains and dying in pits. Well, that would hurt. It's gotta be him. Attempt 2099. Attempt 2100. This is just like that picture of a guy you see on the internet sometimes who's got like a bunch of stacks of paper where he typed out the words for all of the numbers between 1 and a million, because I assume he wanted to, in a deep way. 2112, 2112, how nice, a palindromic thing. 2113, useless, just a number. "2121, people get very hype. 2123, people are excited anyway, even though it's not as cool as 2121. I am so bad. I'm never gonna do this. Like, I absolutely am never gonna beat this level, but I would like to finish the practice. No. Okay, I literally don't know how to do this. Ah. It's too hard. Anyway, I can't. Oh man, – 2113. I don't even know you, 2113. You were 50 deaths ago, man. 2113. For the day I died, you thought that was important, but for me, it was just another Thursday, and I have died 60 times since then. We in 2173 now, 2113. You got to get with it. Man, I can't do anything right. I forget to say 2184 Georgia comes back to write a sequel to 1984 follow-up with lukewarm critical reception. Yeah, you know, by that time we've already done all the experiments with the real world of it, and people thought that like him talking about phones was like sort of biting on Black Mirror. $2,200. Oh, it's been a lot. I mean, it was only around 1900 when we started keeping track of the numbers and like doing the funny history things, right? And that seems like an hour ago, but it must have just been very recent, because I can die several times a minute. Just so many. Poor Sir Green Blockington. Yeah, because we were still at this part, at the earlier part of the ship part, at like 1500, because that dude was like, wait, this isn't silent, and I'm like, no, I'm just bad, and that was like 1500, yeah. Hey Manu, how are you? Nope. Hey Gunner. Yeah, I missed the 2222. 2244, a very good number. That's a year double, you know. You don't get those every day. What? Am I not supposed to be hitting that orb? 2250, a nice round number. That's half of 4500 for anyone who's counting. All these numbers are half of another number, but I'm not going to point it out for all of them. But just know that, you know, that's a little fact about a number. They're all half of another number. Well, most of the numbers are. I don't get it. I don't get it. Oh man, I am never gonna. This is sort of like a waste of time. I mean, not just because I'm not gonna. it's a waste of time because I'm never going to beat this level, but I guess it's not a waste of time to, you know, just try to get through on a practice mode, because, you know, even if it takes me three or 4,000 attempts to get through, you know, and it might. There's 2,303 right there. Take that one and put it in the bank. Oh man, I mean, this is why I quit the game, right? Because it feels pointless. It feels super pointless to play it. Because do any of you watching think that the last 1,000 times I died have taught me anything about the game? They haven't. Any more than the 1,000 before them did. I mean, there was just one time, where it seemed like I was getting really good at knowing what number was going to come after a number in a row, but that was about it. You know, like, I was doing real time. I was like, bam, 1911, 1912 comes right after that. I was on fire. But besides that, like, I don't really think. I don't really. Oh man. Oh man alive. Just the apps. I mean, surely there's somebody worse at this game than me, but like, don't go find them. Don't, like, I want to stress, like, no matter what you do, please don't go find somebody and say you're even worse at this than this guy Tarquin. Like, just don't go do that, you know? I hope none of you would, but I don't want you to do that. Let that person think that, you know, let them think that they've got to be slightly better than somebody else, when actually they're better than me and no one else. Man. don't know what I did there. I must have hit it too late. I mean, I know what I did. I died because I'm bad, but I don't know the exact way that it happened. I guess there we just got to do what we normally do when I don't know what's happening and hit the A button furiously and hope that we don't die. It works. There were a couple of times when people swore that I was supposed to know what I was doing, but I just hit the A button as quickly as I could. It didn't work there. Maybe I hit it too quickly. Did I really just jump over the yellow pad? Yeah, and then I think I did it again. So you have to understand that part is right at the end of hitting the A button a whole lot of times. And you, a naive observer, might think that I know how many times I'm trying to hit the A button, but I do not. I'm just hitting it a lot. And it's not clear to me at any point if I'm alive or dead in that sequence, so I can't, like, react to what's going on because I can't even see it. I just know as soon as I hit that thing, I have to hit the A button a whole lot of times or I'll die. And then I think I hit it one more than I'm supposed to at the end. I probably hit it 8 times more than I'm supposed to in the middle. That just doesn't register. See, there I didn't hit it fast enough at all. And then I didn't have the opportunity to die in the later spot. Huh, did it again. 2,500. I just keep thinking that one of these times I'm gonna, like, suddenly learn to play, and it's never happening. Like, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not gonna happen. I am wasting my life. I mean, that's not like a new thing to me. I don't mind that I'm wasting my life. I just like observing that happens to be the case. I don't have a problem with it. I don't want to be spending my life in worthwhile pursuits. That's a fool's game. Just ask Sir Green Blockington. You know, he used to have a family. He had a block. He had little smaller blocks. They're all dead now. Because he's been alive forever because of what happened to him, you know, like a really long time ago. That would have been what, like 2050 or something that we made him immortal again? Poor guy. That's like 500 deaths ago. He's long forgotten it. Everyone Sir Green Blockington has ever known is gone. It's just him. Just him and us. And he's the only one that has to die. Besides me. Right there. Again. Yeah, you know, it feels like only 600 attempts ago that the year was 2000. I'm gonna ruin this controller playing the game. You say I'm officially out of the ship part. I'm in a ship right now! Mono, you say am I a new Geometry Dash player? No, not technically. I've beat 4 demons. And I think once you beat your first one, you're not technically a new player anymore. What I am is a very bad Geometry Dash player. But you could have done that analysis without me telling you. But I haven't been playing like a super long time. I don't remember when I started. It would have been maybe like September or October of last year. So like not quite a full year though, certainly. Less than a year totally. But I gave up on it a month and a half ago or so ago, which I mean you can clearly see why, due to like how bad I am, why I might want to give up. I'm gonna break my controller. Not like out of anger, like from hitting the A button too many times. And then I'll have to get another one, and I just got this one, and that's sad. Oh, we gotta go under it there. Oh, not that far down. Hey! Hooray! We get the achievement. Clubbing for completing Clubstep in practice mode. 2,657 attempts. Yeah, so... Yeah, whatever. So there's that. Yeah, we should get a clickbait title on the stream. You know, like, it took me 2,700 attempts to beat this level on practice. But anyway, well, that was miserable. What a terrible time. I mean, I had fun hanging out with all y'all and joking around and stuff, but oh, it was making me sweat. Yeah, anyway, so I'm clearly never going to beat that level. But it wasn't like a bad time. I'll probably come back around and play some more Geometry Dash here and there, you know, in the future, but probably just practice mode on levels and then never try to beat another one, because I mean, I could play that for like a couple years and not be able to beat it, and that wouldn't be very fun, you know. So anyway, I think that's all I'm gonna do for this right now. Gonna get something to eat and probably stream later on today, but not Geometry Dash. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks Anosa, Manu, Ivory Beats, Costa, Goner, Ethan, if you're here, all of y'all. It was lovely hanging out. A fun time. But that's it for me today. So see you guys later. If you're watching in the future, I hope the weather is nice.